I'm Scarlet, one of the senior Latin America consultants here at Scotland. It is one of the happiest destinations you will go to. Everybody is so full of life and they are so proud of their country. They are leading the way in sustainability. It's not a buzzword for them. It's not something to draw more tourists. It's a way of life. A lot of the hotels, sustainability and how it affects the people and the environment around them is at the forefront, and then everything follows after. So if you're looking for somewhere that's actually going to sort of really care about the destination that you're travelling to, it's that. And it really has something to offer from everyone, from adventure, wildlife. It's got everything you could possibly want. First thing that springs to mind is don't get too hung up on the weather. It is one of the most greenest, luscious countries you will ever visit, so rain is definitely part of the experience. So don't kind of get put off by it. I definitely embrace it. It makes the country as beautiful as it is, and when it does rain, it's short, sharp, and then is generally pretty over quite quickly. So make sure you pack for the rain and take a raincoat. Another tip would be, it is a hot and humid destination and clothes do get quite hot and sweaty, so take sort of lightweight, breathable clothing. And also in your suitcase, it's always worth kind of getting some little compartments so you can keep your dirty stuff away from the clean stuff, just because you are quite tight with sort of luggage restrictions if you are flying on the ground in Costa Rica. So to be able to keep them apart is always quite handy. Always speak to a travel specialist when it comes to planning Costa Rica, and it makes the world of difference from having travelled independently to travelling with a guide and Scotland. They might as well have been two different destinations. Having a guide with you and having a good guide really does bring the destination to life. They will point out so many different wildlife species that you would have just walked straight past having not had those guides, and then just having everybody kind of organise everything for you so everything's seamless just really kind of takes all the effort away and ensures that you can really focus on the destination. It really does make a big difference. I think a lot of people go to Costa Rica for the wildlife and the nature. So if that is one of the things that you are looking to do, you have to go to the Osa Peninsula. It is home to 2.5% of the world's biodiversity. It is incredible. It is the most beautiful destination that I've ever been to. You can literally sit outside of your terrace in the morning with a cup of coffee and see scarlet macaws swooping past, and you'll see toucans just above, and then monkeys jumping from tree to tree. It is just amazing, and it is so untouched and remote. So again, if you really want to immerse yourself in pristine rainforest and be away from the crowds, that has to feature on every itinerary. Wherever you go in Costa Rica, you'll always be really, really amazed by how lush and vibrant the destination is. Sort of Tortuguero, you've got the it's like a mini Amazon where you can spend your time navigating around the little rivers and canals and estuaries to see wildlife. It's great for the turtles. You've got the Arenal volcano, which is the adventure hub of the destination. So the only thing that Arenal doesn't offer is the beach. It has everything else to offer. You've got the cloud forest where you've got the zip lining, you've got the hanging bridges across the jungle canopy, and then of course you've got the beaches as well, all along the Pacific coast. Each beach has its own personality, along with a different hotel to suit everybody. I've been selling the destination probably for about 10 years, and over the years, I always worried that it might have become quite touristy and a bit overcrowded, and it had become kind of not what you envision Costa Rica to be. So when I went, it was really reassuring and exciting to see that it's so far from that. There are obviously areas within Costa Rica that are a little bit more popular and that are touristy, but it's so easy to get away from that. And then you are just left with just jungle and wildlife. I mean, 60% of the population live in San Jose, the capital, or around. So then you can imagine that 40% is spread for the rest of the country. There really isn't that much kind of building or infrastructure in terms of sort of it being a developed place. It's just nature at its purest.